Yes. Welcome to the Bournemouth preview. Obviously, big game tomorrow. Another big weekend in the Premier League for Manchester City. Another big weekend to try and figure out what's going to happen. Really, we've been it's been weird watching City recently. So it's going to be interesting to see how City play tomorrow. And obviously, we'll have a look at that. Have a look at Bournemouth and stuff like that. But yeah, big up to all the people here.
Yes, guys. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. As we get into this big preview, we got predicted 11s. We've got score predictions. We'll have a look at what Bournemouth are saying and their recent form and who's likely to play for them as well. So it's going to be a big one. Make sure you smash a like on the stream if you have not done so already. But sort of like becoming a bit of a standard process this now when we're doing the preview. How are you feeling ahead of tomorrow's game, Bray?
I'm actually not too bad. I think when I see the lineup and that, I'm not too bad right now though. I guess the situation with not knowing, it's the unknown that's killing me really, because you don't know what City's going to turn up or whether we'll finish our chances or even create chances. So I'm not too bad nerves wise. I'm pretty chill. What are you saying? Are you chill? You're usually chill. Don't tell me roll.
Chill.
Is this role reversal mode?
No, it's not. I just feel like we're approaching the time now where it's make or break, where we can't keep on going, dropping points.
We can't afford. I don't think we can drop points anymore.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I just feel like we're not in that situation anymore where we can just drop points, whether it be a draw or a loss, and go, oh, it's not too bad. We're only 5 points behind. We're only 4 points behind. So if Arsenal win tomorrow, we draw, we go 4 points behind, and then people will go, oh, it's not too bad. We're only 4 points behind. But if you want to win the title, you've got to be winning football matches. Our away record of late is really, really poor. And I just feel like this team, it needs to click into gear now. It needs to click into form. And they need to start performing. And people can say, oh, this, and people say that. And people want to be the Happy Meal FC. People could be Happy Meal FC. But it's sooner or later, if you want to win this Premier League, you're going to have to start winning games and winning games consistently. Something that we're not doing at the moment. Now, Bournemouth, they're near the bottom of the table. They got a couple of great results over the last 2 games, drawing 1-1 at home to Newcastle and winning 1-0 away at Wolves. This is not going to be an easy game. They're going to come into the game. I think they're going to be, they're going to try to be very, very solid defensively. And it's up to Manchester City, it's up to the players on the pitch, and it's up to Pep Guardiola to get these players to go out on the football pitch and actually play football, create chances, be solid in defence, know how to transition play, something that we've struggled to see. So yeah, it's just more of a case of, it's no longer halfway through the season. We're more than halfway through the season.
Yeah,
we're on the back end now. We're on the final push. Yeah. Not final push, but we're getting very close to the final.
Time's running out, isn't it? Time's running out to gain points, basically.
Correct. And it's no good just to say, oh, we're only 4 points behind, we're only 5 points behind, because at some point you've got to start winning matches and start closing this gap properly on Arsenal.
Yeah, that is true. HSK with $100 donation. Yes, HSK, big up. Still, but can't get over the 500 on at the weekend. Massively, or not the weekend, midweek. Massively appreciate that. And $100 donation. That is big. Honestly, massive. The support is unreal. He says that they say, looking forward to tomorrow's game. Let's go City. Yes, HSK. Massively appreciate it. And you can see in the chat all the dubs in the chat.
Good to see.
Dave Rocky with a 5 as well. Yeah, he says, Dave, mate. No facts. I'll stats in this one. He just says, oh, wait, there is facts. He says, official Man City will play in the 3rd kit. Let's see if the facts that I mentioned in the earlier stream is true, that these away/3rd kits are a curse. And yeah, I 100% thought it was going to be a home kit. Freddie thought it was going to be a home kit. We thought, yes, home kit mode. But nah, it's a 3rd kit season.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? The curse continues.
The curse continues. Big up HSK and Dave, man, for the super chats. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, let's get into a predicted 11. We can go through that and then we can work our way through the situation. So, funny enough, there has again been lots more debate on Edison in goal. Should it be Edison? Should it be Stefan Ortega? Obviously, most people have seen that thing that that was about Kevin De Bruyne actually, but there has been a lot of stuff about Edison anyway. Look,
There's been a lot. There's been a lot.
Yeah, the way I see it is
he stays.
I've got to stick with Edison.
He just stays in the side. If Ortega's started tomorrow, bro, I'd be like, oh, okay, Pep thinks that Edison needs a break as well, but Pep's going to choose Edison, bro.
What would you do, though?
I'd go Edison. Mm-hmm. I'd love to see Ortega in it more, but it is Edison. It just is Edison, isn't it? It just is.
Yeah, I'm still Edison, but I am like fully open to Ortega.
If Pep dropped Edison and put Ortega in, yeah, fine. Yeah. But I said decision down leaving with Pep.
One thing that I would, the only criticism I'd have of Pep if he did that now is, if he wanted to do it now, he probably should have done it a couple of weeks ago when he was messing around with the team.
Is the timing right now? Do you know what I mean? Is that not going to send and make things a little bit worse?
I agree. Yeah, I think the timing's off. I think if he wanted to drop Edison, he should have done it a couple of weeks ago when he came out and was like, yeah, people are, angry Meal FC kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Not now, when it seemingly is, the squad harmony is a lot better now. From the outside, it certainly appears that way, man. So yeah, we'll stick with Edison in goal. And pick up Benno with a £2 donation. Says Arsenal win, United win, and we drop points. It's fully over for me. That's what I mean. We're getting close to that point, mate, where you can't just keep on saying, "Oh, we're only 6 points." Like,
can United go above us this weekend?
I don't think so. No, because they're playing the Carabao Cup, innit?
Oh, it's the Carabao Cup final, innit? Yeah.
Carabao Cup final. But yeah, that's where I'm at that point where you can't just keep on dragging it out anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a bit mad. By the way, massive shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring today's stream. And if you guys want to pick up yourself a lawnmower 4.0, then you know what to do. Go to manscaped.com and use code Xtra20 for 20% off and free shipping. That's XTRA20, 20% off and free shipping. You know what's coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Let's go through the defense. Very interesting, this one, isn't it? Because the defense done all right against Leipzig. Struggled with the build-up play from the back.
I think he'll run the same defense. Given the fact that the defense did okay, I think he'll run the same defense. I could possibly see maybe Ake not starting and Bernardo left back season thing, but
Bernardo left back.
But yeah. I'd like the flat back four again. Grim, innit? Sergio Gomez season on now, you know what I mean? We're doing everything else. We've done everything else.
The problem that I have with that flat back four, the one that he played, because I do want a flat back four, just not that one. It's just so incredibly defensive.
Yeah, it's side to side season, bro.
Side to side season. So, but then the problem is, I can't really see him dropping Walker because Walker's been in great form. So then you'd have to kind of drop Ake unless you played Ake centre back and then play Rico Lewis or Sergio Gomez left back. Could you do that? Could you drop a Kanji and play Diaz, Ake, and then Rico Lewis or Gomez?
With Rico Lewis, but then it depends because. Well, Carl says that I'd rather have Rico over Gomez, and I think I would as well. Inverting Rico Lewis, like Sergio Gomez in the bin, innit? But is he gonna do that? Do I want that? I don't know, because we only seen it once, and he got taken off at half time when he played that left back role, didn't he? I think he did. Yeah. I might be chatting shit. I'm pretty sure he got taken off at half time.
Yeah.
So clearly something weren't going right.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I'll tell you what I would do. If I was the manager, this is what I would do. I would play Kyle Walker right back.
Mm-hmm.
I play Ruben Diaz. I play Ake.
Mm-hmm. Bernardo.
Yeah.
I play Walker, Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake,
that goes against that. No, I can't do that. I can't do that because I've said no. I said I wouldn't do that. I said I'd only play that at a home game, so I can't change my mind after a week.
Oh yeah, it's been a week, isn't it?
I can't do that. I can't do that. So no, I'd go Sergio Gomez or Rico Lewis, and then if you force me to pick, I'd go Rico Lewis.
I can. Pep will 100% go with Bernardo Silva, I think, but I would like to see Rico Lewis, given we know that he can invert. We know he can invert and play that role, and he plays it really, really well. And when we were playing with Rico Lewis, we actually looked decent. Mm-hmm. So I would like Rico Lewis left back.
Would you go Ake, Diaz? Walker?
Yeah, 100%. It has to be. Ake doesn't get dropped from the team. Akanji falls out. Ake goes in. Diaz, and then you've got Kyle Walker, obviously, as your right back. I think that's the way to do it.
We'll put that in, bro, because that's our team.
Yeah, that's our team anyway, isn't it? So
that's our team. And like I say, I just wouldn't go Bernardo Silva away from home in the Premier League at left back. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't risk it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's worth it. So I'd go Rico Lewis. So there we go. That's our defense. If we move on to the midfield, I think this pretty much picks itself. I'd be astonished actually if anyone disagreed with this.
Surely it has to be Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Gundo even.
Gundogan, KDB.
Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it?
I'd be surprised if anyone disagreed with that.
It has to be that. That has to be the midfield. I don't, because what people might say, oh, Bernardo that, but I want more chance creation, so it has to be Gundogan.
Listen. We need to create chances. And Bernardo Silva, out of everyone that could possibly play in that midfield, I'm talking Grealish, Foden, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's the worst at creating chances. That's a fact, not hate. It's factual information. We do not create enough. And we're at home tomorrow. Gary O'Neill's already been talking in his press conference about how Manchester City are the best team in the country. So that probably means he's going to sit on the edge of a penalty area and try and counter tackles. We need players that can unlock defenses. So for me, not Bernardo Silva, man. I'm sorry, not this game.
David says KDB is not 100% back, right? I thought he's back.
He's back in training. And he was only ill.
He was only ill, innit? Like, he wasn't If KDB is not back, who do you go with?
Foden.
Yeah, I agree.
I go Foden, man. I don't care.
Because then you have Foden who'll drive in the mid, and then you can have Mahrez in the right wing.
Yeah.
So you're getting best of both worlds.
I don't want it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see.
Tone don't want to see Gundo in the side. Tone saying Gundo on the pine.
Tone. I'm gonna call out Tone MTFC here. I know he's always on his streams. I know he's a loyal and regular viewer of this channel. But Tone, I'm gonna have to ask you why. Why is Tone saying that, Ray?
I think he wants maybe a Foden midfield, as well as KDB midfield.
Tone. No hate, but I need you to explain yourself here.
The thing is, yeah, ID there says Foden or Grealish should be in the mid. They should. I agree, they should. But it ain't going to happen because Grealish is holding down that left wing spot. Grealish will play that left wing spot 100%. So then, yeah, I'd like to see Foden in the midfield. But then
I'd like to see Foden
But Pep's already basically come out and basically said it ain't happening.
Well, what are we doing here? Are we doing our team or are we doing the team that we think's going to happen? Our Pep's team.
I mean, what we've gone with now with Gundo and KDB and Rodri, I think that's a mix of what Pep will do and what I'd like to see. I don't mind Gundo, KDB, Rodri.
Do you know what I would do? I would run Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That would be my team.
Yeah, that'd be unreal. But it's just it's the real. Is it whether the realistic side of things is never happening, isn't it?
That's never gonna happen.
That's why like we just kind of
forget about into Pep's team.
But yeah, that's it. This happens every time. You know, we always like go, nah, that's too unrealistic. So we morph back into Pep's side. But Carl says Pep's head must fall off trying to pick a starting 11. You know, nah, it's well easier for Pep because he just looks at who smiles the most, isn't it? in this one's easy, mate.
Who smiles the most? Yeah, look, my team. I would pick Foden and KDB. That's
Fuck it. Let's put Foden in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sit
man.
a bit, Gundo. We're taking a stand, mate. When Pep watches this, tonight, and he's just chilling, glass of wine and that, he can be like, "Oh, what team have they gone for?"
Yeah,
and he can be like,
probably spill his wine.
Yeah,
when he sees it.
He'd
be like, "Where is the pauser?
Yeah.
Where is the control? These guys, they do not know nothing. These guys."
Yeah, he'll call us out tomorrow in the press conference.
Stupid fucking Manchester people. That's what he'll say, bro.
Yeah, he'll be fuming, bro. He'll be fuming.
Where is the pauser? Where is the control?
He'll be absolutely raging at our version of a team. John Grogan with 8 months says forms temporary, classes permanent, keep the faith blues. Yes, John, mate, that is some positive vibes. Anthony Gaming with a 2 says we need to put Laporte back in the centre back. He's currently ill, mate. That's why we can't throw Laporte.
Otherwise,
into
I agree.
The team. Yeah, I agree.
But he's ill.
Jay with a 6 months says so sick of Gundo ignoring Haaland's runs. Foden or Peroni in the mid, please. Do we need Pauser against Bournemouth? No, but Pep does. Pep's obsessed with it.
I agree, Jay. We don't need Pauser against Bournemouth. Not in my opinion, but we are talking about a manager that's won multiple Premier Leagues, multiple La Ligas, multiple Champions League, multiple Bundesligas.
I want chaos, innit? The people in the chat, I want chaos. We want chaos. When we did the poll in the stream this afternoon, it was Pauser or chaos. We want chaos, man.
You know the perfect manager for this team right now is Marco Silva. He just employs, bro. That guy employs chaos.
Yeah, man does full send chaos.
Yeah, chaos mode.
It's just not Pep style, innit? Chaos mode.
No, we don't.
That's like a Klopp style. Klopp is a chaos style manager as well.
Klopp is more chaos. Klopp is more chaos than Pep.
Yeah, defo. Klopp is defo chaos.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean, I tell you. I'll give you an example. Right. I'll give you an example. Pep Guardiola is a 5-star restaurant where you go in, you got 5 courses. You can't choose your meal. Like, it's already
set menu, innit? Yeah, you're going in getting a set menu.
5 course. They're going to match the wines with every meal. Like, you can't say, oh, no, what a different drink. I want a different... No. You get what you're given. It's control. Now, Jurgen Klopp is like an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. Yeah. And you just go up and you get what you want.
You get whatever you want when you want it. You take it.
You want chicken nuggets with chow mein? No problemo. You know what I mean? You want a tikka masala with a chicken burger? No problem. Like, it's chaos in there. But Pep Guardiola's more refined. He's more control. But sometimes you don't want control. Sometimes you want to pig out, bro.
True that.
That's what we're trying.
As fans, we're desperate to pig out, innit?
We're desperate. We're desperate for that all-you-can-eat buffet.
I mean, bro, we've seen too much of this set menu, innit?
Yeah,
we've had too much of this set menu now. We need that.
Buffet. What happens if some of the meals in the set menu don't deliver the goods?
Exactly. What if they ain't it?
Then you're like, this has been a fucking waste of time. whereas guess what? In the chaos, if you get somebody you don't like, it's all right. You can go and get
something else. You can just keep going.
Chill. So yeah. There we go.
Yeah, basically, what analogy, but yeah, that is that. I'd love a bit of chaos. But
chaos is what we need.
But prepare yourselves, innit? Do you know what I mean? Don't get yourself gassed thinking about chaos because tomorrow the pauser returns.
The 5-course meal returns.
Yeah, you get your set menu back. The Peroni midfield thing is for me. If it's me in my head, I'm like shout, just throw him in there, see what he can do. But I imagine we might see Peroni against Bristol. That'd be decent. But then again, maybe not. Anthony Game with a 2 says we need Julian Alvarez as a striker in the game. I disagree. I think we need to pass the ball to Erling Haaland. Like who mentioned before, yeah, Jay said so sick of Gundo ignoring Haaland runs. You see it a lot nowadays with Gundo. When he gets the ball, rather than trying to go forward with it, he passes back for some reason. Man will literally visibly turn round and pass back, and you're like, what are you doing, man? Mm-hmm. So, and we know Haaland's frustrated in this side. He said it even before the Leipzig game. Yeah. And obviously Leipzig game even more frustrating for him. So, I think personally, I love Julian Alvarez, innit? I think you just got to start Erling Haaland. You got to start Erling Haaland. We have to find a way for the players to play with Erling Haaland, and you only do that by playing together more.
Yeah. And Lewis Gillis puts a good comment in about chaos. He says, the Liverpool tie in the Champions League has scarred Pep from the chaos. We've reverted to slow wingers and passed the ball side to side. And look at the Liverpool game against Real Madrid. That was chaos.
That's chaos. And they got dusted, yeah.
So they're now probably out the competition. Not 100%, but probably. And now we look at Manchester City, who didn't play very well, bit boring, but we're still in the competition. So who'd you rather be? You either be Liverpool, who's seen 7 goals, and it was a very entertaining game, high quality, end-to-end mint, or City, a bit more boring, but we're still in the competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. That's where sometimes there's positives to both sides, but there's also negatives to both sides.
So to sort of go back to the analogy, Liverpool in that game were chaos. So they went up and got the first meal, had the meal, but you know what? All you can eat buffets are like. Sometimes you get dodgy scran.
Yeah.
You had your first meal, boom. You got
they were going toilet straight away.
They're going toilet. They need to leave. You know what I mean?
Basically, they had 2 courses and shit the bed.
They had 1 course, bro. I think they had 1 course.
Yeah, 1 course,
had
and then that was it.
And then they're like, nah, this ain't for me. We're done. We're out of it. Bye. Man City, we got the 5-course meal. A couple of the meals were not very nice. We had 1 or 2 meals that were okay. In the end, yeah, we'll take it. Probably wasn't worth the money, but it is what it is. But we go again. We go again tomorrow. Where's the chaos, guys? They ain't going again tomorrow because they're spending all night on the toilet, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is it. That is the part.
These analogies just come to us, bro. I don't even know where we get them from.
I don't know, bro. You channel it from somewhere else, innit? Yeah, that was good, that, bro. Smell B, we're going on about the loo. Strudel's lol, yes, with a 2 says, sometimes wonder Pellegrini 4-2-2-2 with this squad.
Well, you know what's funny? Strudel's lol.
Is it Strudel's lol? I think it is. I always get that name wrong, mate. Is it Strud? Yeah. Is that an I or an L?
I think it's Strudel's law. I'm not sure.
What is a strudel, bro?
The guy's just a mindfuck. Like,
yeah, every single time I see his name, I'm like, what does that say?
Guy just comes in, sends a super chat, and then we spend 5 minutes on deciding how to spend his name, how to say his name. The thing is with the Pellegrini thing, I've often said, possibly a bit controversially, that I actually preferred Pellegrini's first season. I actually preferred that football to any Pep Guardiola's football. Chaos, in terms of the directness.
Yeah, it's direct. It's fast paced, direct.
But it was
very
less
attacking.
Control.
Yeah, less control.
It was less control. So there's the thing, innit? You know what I mean? Do we revert to a little bit more direct? I don't know.
It's asking Pep to drop his style in it, so that's the thing. Imar with a 2 says Sergio Gomez over Rico, future Spain international left back.
If that's the case, sell him on with a sell-on clause, and then boom, Bob's your uncle.
yeah, true that. But yeah, I don't see Sergio Gomez playing tomorrow. I'd be interested if he did. I mean, I'd genuinely be just interested to see if he starts again.
I'm not too against it. You know, at this point, what have you got to lose? You know what I mean? But I don't see it personally.
Dave Rocky with a 10. Yes, Dave, mate. He says, why not play Haaland and Alvarez? Bournemouth will be defending with the 5 at the back. Need goals tomorrow, man. I'll be very disappointed if we only win by a goal or 2. Need at least 4 or 5 goals. I don't mind the idea of starting Alvarez and Haaland. It's just how you fit him in.
Yeah, we struggled with this, haven't we? I think you have to completely change the system to do that.
I think maybe you'd have to throw out a midfielder. So, if you had Gundo in the side with Rodri, you could put and say Kev weren't fit enough. Say his illness is still a little bit so he can't start the match. You could put Alvarez in that kind of KDB role where he drops a little bit deep.
Yeah, I don't want him there, me.
But then he can join up and then sit basically next to Erling Haaland. But then what happens is you create a divide between your midfield of Rodri and whoever, like Gundo, and your attack.
Yeah.
So then the flowing football forward, just I think it takes a little bit of a hit. Or like Leoxkin says there, you could just play Alvarez on the wing instead of a Grealish or a Mahrez.
Yeah. No, I get that. By the way, Mr. Roll Up with a 2 there. says right now Foden is more essential at right wing than the midfielder. Well, this is the really
thing, yeah.
cool question, and obviously we can come on to the front three now. Is with the forward line, Grealish, you can't take Grealish out because he's playing some of the best football. You can't take Haaland out. Can you take Mahrez out? The problem is with Mahrez, when he doesn't affect the game, he doesn't affect the game. But his stats recently are very, very good, man.
It's so grim.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, I really, really, really miss, and I think we've been missing, that side of Foden that he brought to the Forest game, the directness of him, the want to go forward, the receive the ball and turn on it and drive at your man kind of thing. Now, I don't know if he's going to do that again. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Foden. I'd like to see Foden on the wing.
So you if you was a manager tomorrow,
I'd run Phil Foden on the right, Jack Grealish on the left. And I love Riyad Mahrez. But I would just thought something. But I say this every week. Something got to give, man. Something has to change. Something got to change, man. I'd right wing Phil Foden, and he brings like Simon said, Foden does bring a little bit of chaos. Because man will turn on the ball and drive sometimes, unless he's playing Liverpool against James Milner. 37-year-old James Milner.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I get it. I like the Phil Foden right wing, man, but Mahrez is cooking, bro.
Your Paul skills recently at next level. Fodon, Mirimez, Mirimez, the 10
Mirimez. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like. Okay, so here's the way I see it. Who do I think would be better for the game? Foden.
Foden.
Who do I think is more likely to get a goal on assist tomorrow? Mirimez.
Yeah, more likely to, yeah. But I think Foden, if you put him in, like, if he can get himself in them positions that he found himself in against Forest, I think it'd be a different story. Like, if he's running through, I reckon he passes that ball this time. I think Fodon got to play, bro.
Yeah, you think he passes it this time?
Yeah.
You think he's running through thinking, fuck.
Yeah, bro, he'd be absolutely shitting his pants. Bro, he'd be running so slow as well, so he doesn't fall over.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, there's another option here, bro. James with a 2 says Grealish, Haaland, Alvarez. I don't see him doing that.
Yeah, but you got it. This ain't Pep.
The thing is, if it's Grealish, Haaland, Alvarez, Bernardo Silva will play in the midfield, but like kind of go on the right hand side.
Well, first of all, we've already put Foden in the midfield on our team, so you can't have him right wing as well, innit?
Oh fuck yeah, fuck.
We can't have him twice. So
yeah, but I'm chill for that. I'm chill then. He's in the team, but we can still get the directness going forward, like with him in the side, and then we'll have Mahrez, right?
Do you want
Grealish
Mahrez
left.
or do you want Alvarez?
Out Mahrez.
So you want Mahrez?
Yeah.
Not Alvarez. Why would you not? Because James wants Alvarez, so why would you not have Alvarez?
Because we don't see him play right wing ever. When he does play right wing, basically, if you put Alvarez on the side, Kyle Walker becomes right wing, right back.
But don't see Foden playing centre mid, and you got him in centre mid. Bro.
Yeah, but nah, because Foden playing centre mid will still be Foden in centre mid if he does play there. If you play Alvarez right wing, he won't play right wing. He will move up, and then basically Kyle Walker becomes right back, right winger. But you've got Rico Lewis as the inverted left back on that side, so it becomes just an issue.
Basically, this team that we've built is dead.
basically, it's shit. It's not happening.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit Mahrez on the right wing. I'm going to hit Grealish on the left wing. I'm going to hit Haaland up top.
I agree.
And that, my friends, will not happen.
What will happen is that front three, probably.
Yeah.
The midfield will be Rodri, KDB, Gundo. It'll be Nathan Ake left back. It'll be Diaz, Akanji, Walker. It'll be Edison.
I agree.
Or forward and no play is the right winger. Hopefully. But on the real, I have no idea.
It's so mad, isn't it? Bro, it's mad.
It's so, the luxury for other fans who can just pick their best 11. Like, And I don't mean that as in a sense of, oh, but we've got sick depth. That's why we can't pick our best 11. No, we can't pick our best 11 because every week we seem to do something wrong. Like, something seems to go fucky a little bit. So, like, that's why we just change it all the time. I want consistency. I genuinely just want some consistency. Then we can chop and change a little bit every so often, just like a position here or there. Whereas me and you, bro, we full send this team and try and pick it apart every week. We've got Rico Lewis playing fucking left back.
I don't know even what to say anymore. Do you know what I mean? We have no left backs at this football club. Our 2 centre backs that can play out from the back are both injured. Kevin De Bruyne is ill / not playing that great at the moment. Phil Foden is an attacking midfielder who's playing on the wing and hasn't really played that much. Jack Grealish is playing some of his best football that he's ever played at Manchester City and still really struggles to get on the stats. Erling Haaland doesn't get any chances anymore. Riyad Mahrez is actually the only player who's playing in his normal position, who gets G&A, who gets stats and actually does something. But the only problem with him is if he doesn't do anything, he doesn't do anything at all. And therefore he goes.
Mad, isn't it?
Warrior mint team. Like, it's just crazy, bro.
Fix it, Pep.
There you go. That's our team.
Ain't gonna be anyone else's. I can
guarantee that. At least it's a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We've mixed it up, innit? We've mixed it up.
It's a little bit of chaos. You know, that's what you want to see, man. You want that Chinese buffet, innit? You know what I mean?
We want the buffet. We just gotta hope that we don't get ill off the first meal.
That's that's it, innit? You know what I mean? If you get past the first meal and then you get into stage 3,
oh yeah, you're buzzing.
Meal 3, meal 4, then you're walking out there and you're like, bro, I'm cashed.
Yeah, you're like, out. Bang on that. What a fucking Chinese that was.
You just need to make sure that it stays in the stomach. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be throwing it up or shitting it
out. Big up to Joe with a 5. Says, remember that Negredo-Aguero partnership, first Pellegrini season, with Yaya and David behind them, feeding them balls, just outscored everyone. Mate, I'm telling you, that was some of the best football I've ever seen.
Beast. That was so sick, that.
It wasn't.
Negredo was unreal, you know. I'm so gutted that he went.
I know it was mint. Big up Ferg as well for the $2.99. Says Breg's way. And Dave Rocky with a 5 says, are you not worried if Foden and Alvarez don't play tomorrow? They didn't play a single minute against Leipzig. Alvarez came on the 88th minute versus Forest. Well, listen, this is my opinion. Unless Pep Guardiola can find a solution for Alvarez in the next 18 months, I think Alvarez will leave. Sorry, my opinion. Why is he going to sit on the bench?
He don't deserve to be sat on the bench.
There's already big Argentina football pages on Twitter. Like, I'm talking 200, 300,000 Argentina followers that are already saying, leave Manchester City.
Serious? Get him out.
Yeah, because he's not playing, innit? So find a way to get him in the team. Otherwise, he'll leave in a couple of years. Maybe not in a couple of years. Maybe I think he'll stay next season. But if you don't get him in the team next season, if you don't find a formation to start Alvarez next season, I think he'll probably leave at the end of next season. And I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
Because why is he going to sit on the bench?
That's true.
And someone can come in.
Why can't we run like on a reel? Why can't we run a 4-2-2-2? Like,
explain to me.
What would be our 4-2-2? This I've not thought about it in my head, innit? I'm just trying to think in it, like, because basically Haaland Alvarez up top, yeah. Then, but then it does get difficult because then you go Grealish and Mahrez, and then Rodri and Kev. Ask Kev to sit a little bit deeper. I think, or if you run a 4-4-2, that's the same thing, really, isn't it? But
yeah, I think if you wanted to run the 4-2-2-2 system, I think you'd need to get rid of your wingers.
Yeah, I think you could play Grealish on the left, and then you could play KDB on the right, and then maybe like a Rodri. You could go Rodri Bernardo, but Bernardo has played in that mid.
Another problem that I think you have is as Lewis highlights in the chat, I think you need overlapping fullbacks in that system.
Yeah.
But we do. We have Sergio Gomez and Walker, but one can't defend and one can't attack. So that's true, innit? It's not fake news. That's true. If you wanted to play a 4-4-2, okay, so you open yourself up a little bit in midfield. So you'd play a defense. You play maybe. I think Rico would probably suit that system quite well. Obviously, you play Haaland and Alvarez up top. I don't think you can play Mahrez in that team. I think you'd need a fast winger to help out defensively. Do we have a fast winger on the right hand side who could play? Probably not. Maybe you might. Could you play Foden as the right winger?
Foden has that.
You could probably get away with Grealish because he does work hard, very well defensively.
He does work hard.
But then the problem is you have two midfielders. What are you going to do there? Rodri and Kev. Again, then you've only got Kevin De Bruyne to create chances.
C1 says there it's very difficult to get De Bruyne, Haaland, and Alvarez in one team, and I agree.
I agree. 100%.
I think if you're playing Alvarez and Haaland, the De Bruyne is the one that makes way, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know Amir from
Twitter.
From Twitter and that, Amir F1. He actually, I'm pretty sure he's said on this, he's a bit of a tactical, he likes the tactics and shit. And he's said that struggles to get Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland and Alvarez into the same team. It's really, really difficult. Really difficult. And people will say it's not that difficult, you can just do this. But then there's always going to be a problem, whether it's our fullbacks, whether it's our midfield, whether it's our wingers, there's going to be an issue. And I agree. I do think it's difficult to get them all three in the team.
It's a shame, really, isn't it? Like I say, it seems to be that it's going in the direction that Alvarez ain't going to find a place in this side.
Yeah, especially this season. I don't think he does this season. Maybe next season, Pep gets recruits.
Yeah, if
maybe
he can figure something. Maybe Pep's thinking next season I'm going to force this, so I'm going to get players who can fit around that system where we will have two strikers.
I agree. 100%. Let's come on to score predictions. Before we do, massive shout out to the guys at Manscaped for sponsoring today's stream. Guys, it's time to spam the chat. Get whatever fruit or veg you want in the chat. Spam it until the end of the ad and then we'll come back and do the score predictions. Back in a sec.
85% of partners prefer a man who is groomed below the waist, and 96% of partners think bad grooming is a major turn-off. That's where Manscaped have come in to help us all out, including myself, lads. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a trimmer specifically designed with our crown jewels in mind. It has skin-safe technology to reduce those nicks and cuts and gives you the maximum confidence while trimming below the waist. It's also IPX7 waterproof rated, so you can operate in wet or dry conditions. It has a premium 7,000 RPM motor with quiet stroke technology and a massive 90-minute battery time, which is supported by its wireless electromagnetic charging function. With the Performance Package 4.0, you'll get the Crop Reviver with witch hazel and powerful odor defense. This keeps your balls protected after a good shave. Crop Preserver with its soothing aloe vera and advanced quick absorbing cream, keeping your balls feeling fresh and hydrated. And the Weed Whacker to trim ear and nose hair. The Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to keep you the most groomed man in the room. Use our code XTRA20 XTRA20 at checkout and you'll save yourself 20% off your order and receive free international shipping.
Yes. Go check out Manscaped. Your code X20 20% off and free international shipping.
That's the way to go, man.
Yeah, go check out Manscaped. They've got loads of products, man. Absolutely loads.
Smooth gang and that.
Yeah, hashtag smooth gang. Amar with a 2 says it's unfair to judge Gomez from the Southampton game. I think it's more than the Southampton game. I think he showed quite a few times that he can't defend, basically. And I personally think that Pep's lost trust in him. Hence,
you got to look at it.
Why he never plays anymore.
Look at the red card he got against Copenhagen. Poor positioning. Look at the defending for the Seville game at home for Seville's goal. Poor. He's been poor in a lot of games defensively. Now that doesn't mean to say that there's no room for him at the inn this season. I do think there are certain games that you could play him in, and I've said this before. You know, home games, especially when you're playing bottom of the league side, who just sit on the edge of the penalty area, send it. I'm completely fine with you sending it. And I actually think, again, possibly a controversial comment, but I'm ready for it tonight. He might have been better than Bernardo Silva in the Forest game. Now I know people will go, "Oh, but Bernardo Silva scored." What are you on about? I'm talking about overall impact on the game. I think he could have been possibly better than Bernardo Silva in that game.
Well, this is the thing. But the fact that we are seeing Bernardo Silva play as that kind of false left back does tell me a lot. That kind of does tell me that Pep's lost all faith in Sergio Gomez, or else because he gives you that forward attack, and if he was a better defender, he'd be in the side. I just think 100% he'd be in the side. So
no, I agree. Let's go through the score predictions then for tomorrow. Let's have a look at some recent form then. Manchester City's recent form. and Bournemouth's recent form. Let me get City's form up. Right, City unbeaten in the last 4 games.
That sounds sick.
1-1 against Leipzig away, 1-1 against Forest away, 3-1 against Arsenal away, and a 3-1 win against Villa at home. Before that, we beat Tottenham 1-0. For Bournemouth, their recent form, is as follows. Last 4 games, they got a 1-0 win against Wolves away, a 1-1 draw at home to Newcastle, a 1-0 loss to Brighton away, and a 1-1 draw to Forest. So they don't concede too many goals. They've only conceded 1 goal in each of the last 4 games. Like in each game. They conceded 1 in each game.
Yeah.
So they don't concede goals. So I've seen 4-0s coming in. Yeah. They don't concede goals.
I think 2-1 Bournemouth win. Joe Griffiths said 3. I think he said 3-0 loss up the Blues, something like that. I seen it a second ago. I was like, what? Yeah, he did 3-0 loss up the Blues. I think it will be 3-1 Manchester City, and I know they don't concede a lot at home. However, if we're beating them like 2-0, I reckon it'll open up a bit. It's about that second goal though. That's where it'll change things. If we can get that second goal, I think that'd be chill.
Girl.
I'm
gonna go for a Manchester City win. 2-0 is the score that I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, I'm fine for that. I think we'll get done off the counter attack. One time we'll get done off the counter attack, and that'll be it.
It's such an easy thing to say as well, bro, because when it happens, you can be like, "I told you,
I fucking told you this would happen.
I fucking said this." Like that, you're a tactical. Bro.
Yeah, like I'm a professional. I mean, ChatGPT said me and you were absolute ballers in the tactical game, innit? So,
like, that's it. So, yeah, I'm gonna go for a 2-0. I'm just keeping my expectations realistic. We're not very good at the moment, and Bournemouth are not conceding goals. So I'm going for a 2-0 win. Hopefully, we can get a clean sheet. If we win the game or draw, it's 5 unbeaten, so there is positive there. But we've got to start winning the game. By the time we play, obviously Arsenal have already played Leicester. We are doing a live watch along, by the way, for that one tomorrow at 3 p.m. UK time. So make sure you join us for that. Going to be a big one. Can Leicester get a result? Because if they can, that again will be such big motivation.
That'd be big.
And if Arsenal win, then we need to win anyway. So another massive day.
It's just pressure again, isn't it? Like it's mad. Yeah. Well, I got a question for you, right? It's 1-0 to Manchester City. There's 10 minutes to go in the game. Ake didn't start. Do you bring Ake on to go left back?
I do it.
I think we do it.
I rate it. Yeah, do it. No problem.
I think we do it.
No problems.
Roll up, but the 2 says Foden Palmer's regression this season hurt us.
I think I agree with Foden. I'm not so sure I agree with the Palmer thing because
he don't play in his own position.
He doesn't play in his own position. That's a great point, but I don't think he would have played much even if he was playing well because Mahrez is ahead of him. So I agree with the Foden thing. I'm not sure Palmer's regression has hurt us that much. But I do think Foden being poor since Liverpool away has very much hurt us. 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah, that Liverpool away game for Foden, I think was the
and I think, whilst I don't necessarily agree with what he said there about Palmer being better than he was last season, which should have happened because that's how you develop. You get better as you get older. Would have put better pressure on the likes of
Mahrez, and it would have helped us.
Put better pressure on Foden.
Yeah.
So it might have that side of it might have helped us. So maybe he's right on that point.
Yeah.
Buzzing. Well, there you go then. There's your preview. There's the score prediction. There's the starting 11. Time for talking is over, man. Tomorrow, big day. Make sure you join us. 2 watch-alongs back-to-back. Arsenal taking on Leicester, 3 p.m. UK time. Join us for that one. Let's see if Leicester can do us a favour, man. They played really well when we played against them in the first half of the season when they just sat on the edge of the penalty area. Hopefully they do that again. And not open up like they did against
brother. Don't give anyone else that respect.
Well, I will get the player. I will get the average player positions from Leicester if they do that to Arsenal. If they open up against Arsenal, I will get the average.
You can see it, bro. You can see it. It'll be open as anything. You're like, why? Why didn't this happen with us?
Yeah, ridiculous, man.
Are we gonna say it again, bro? The season starts tomorrow.
No, I'm not saying that anymore.
Every time, innit? Every time.
Yeah, I can't bother saying that shit anymore, man. I tell you what it is. I'm going to turn up tomorrow for the watch along in good spirits. I'm going to be motivated. I'm going to be putting fire emojis in the chat. Yeah. People are welcome to join me on that one. And if they don't want him, no problemo. And if the players want to join that hype train, and the players want to get up for it, and the players want to go out on the pitch at Bournemouth and play well and play for the badge and die for the team, then I'm all game for that. If they want to go out there and pass the ball side to side for 90 minutes, then no problem. That's it. We'll watch it. We'll see us draw or lose, and then we'll talk about it and we'll deal with it. But for me, I'm going to be up for it. I'm going to be positive. I'm hoping that the team is going to be positive and they're going to do shit to create chances, and hopefully Arsenal drop points, Man City win, and we can put pressure back on Arsenal.
Love it. Big vibes. Big vibes.
Easy, innit?
Where's the Hot Ones, mate? You know what's funny? Last night, bro, I had a dream about the Hot Ones video. I'm not even lying, chat. I had a dream about the Hot Ones video, bro. And
what happened?
We was using KFC wings, yeah, and we were sat there and we were trying to figuring out camera angles, right? And then we just started eating the wings and trying the sauce, and then we were saying to each other, "Oh fuck it, we'll just do it again on camera." Because we were just like, oh, we wanted to taste what it was like with the sauce, because we didn't know whether the KFC wings would be nice with it. But,
right.
Yeah. So yeah, Hot Ones soon come. I'm starving.
It's already happened then.
Basically in my brain, it's already done in it. So not my fault you all missed it. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it.
Extra Brain Club. That's what you need to sign up for, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need that Elon Musk Neuralink. That's what you try to do now.
Yeah, Neuralink. Yeah.
I get that sponsor. I might email Elon in it and be like, can we get the sponsorship on the Neuralink, please? Yeah,
Joe says that's the closest we're getting to an actual vid. I actually genuinely did have that dream last night. Ain't no cap in it. I was like, honestly, because I woke up before and I was thinking about KFC and I was like, oh shit, I had a dream about eating KFC last night and it was the Hot Ones video.
Right, cool. Guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Tomorrow, back-to-back watch-alongs. Make sure you join us for it. Big up to the guys at Manscaped, and we'll see you in the next one. See you later.
See you in a bit.